Hang on. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is day 2 of our big engine swap here. We are looking at a much sunnier day, but unfortunately it is much colder today. Per the suggestion of one of the viewers from yesterday, I think it was Turk47, we have a new camera mounted above the engine so you can see inside the engine compartment and see kind of what we're doing a little bit as we work. Hopefully should be a little kind of a bit more entertaining viewing. We have our engine hoist. We got that delivered this morning, and we are about to kind of pull it in and get it set up. We got to move a few vehicles first to get it in. Dr. Watson is in the process of moving my car right now. We've got to move his Volkswagen, and then we'll be able to pull the engine hoist up and get to work. As always, this is open session, open forum for anyone who's watching to kind of ask questions. We're going to take it totally easy today. We're not going to rush to get this thing started. If it takes a third day, it takes a third day. We're not in any hurry. So if this goes on till Friday, it will. We are totally at ease with that. As before, again, this is open forum for anyone who wants to ask questions about what we're doing here, about the car, about what's going on behind us in the garage. Feel free. I'm going to tone the music down. My Onkbot is running, so you can request songs. I'm going to load up my own chat really quick so that I can see what y'all are saying. Is there anyone in chat today? Hello, hello. Orvidha, hello, welcome, good morning. Or good afternoon, rather. It's my morning, because I just woke up about an hour or two ago. My Twitch alerts labels is on. Thank you for double checking. I did manage to remember this time, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. So we left off yesterday. We had the engine stripped. All of the accessories have been removed. We got it pretty much drained of all fluid. There's a little bit of coolant still in it, but that's okay. We got the dowel pins removed. We still need to remove the starter, right? We got to remove the starter still. That's still something we have to do. Hook that thing back up you undid yesterday. Ah, she's reminding you. She's reminding you to put the cross pieces back on the front chassis member that you said that you would forget. She's doing a good job. So yeah, we've got a Microsoft LifeCam. Shout out to Kenny Manny, who also uses LifeCam products. He was a little sore when I got a Logitech and not a Microsoft LifeCam. But we're going to try and get this pulled out. We've just got one or two more things to disconnect here, and this should be ready to go. Yeah? So we're going to get to work. Again, hit the chat. We'll answer any questions that you have. Hopefully this is the upper cam is a good view so you can kind of see, and this is a good supplement so that you can see kind of from an angle. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. If I need to reorient the camera so that it's in a better place, my mods will let me know. I might just switch the MG logo for the engine camera, just kind of, you know. I can't. Anyway, I'll move them around. We'll reorient the stream to make it work however we need to. All right. Do you think that the starter bolts are going to be a pain?
I don't think it is.
Might have to remove the distributor cap to get rid of them. Let me get the top one. I can get that one at least, I think.
I thought you did.
No. I talked too much yesterday, so of course that bolt is not undone yet. But I will fix that right now.
Not the one you were fighting?
What?
Not the one you were fighting all that time?
No, that was the one. That was a bell housing bolt. And I'm missing one of my wrenches. I don't know where it wandered off to. One of my ratchets. It's around somewhere. I'm sure it'll turn up. Not exactly going to wander off, is it? Let me try this one. This looks like a good size to start with. Oh yeah. Well, maybe not. Don't tell me that these ones are metric of all things. Everything on this car is American except the starter bolt. That would be a troll. Yep, it is. It's metric. What the heck?
Maybe when the starter is upgraded, that's just the kind of fastener that was laying around.
It might be, yeah. Yep, metric. Try not to sever the brake lines. That would be bad. What do I have? I have a 14 millimeter. If I could find my ratchet, that would be superb.
Yeah, okay.
It's just that I would like to just try and locate it.
I'll look around down here.
Thanks.
Um,
What happened?
I'm just kidding.
Oh. It's just around somewhere. Who knows where it got off to. You'll know it when you see it.
Yep.
Be a shiny shorty. It didn't wander far. I didn't move any tools out of here, so. How's everyone in chat doing today? Apologies for the slightly late start, but we had to get the engine cam set up, and we had our friend who is loaning us his engine hoist graciously drop it off himself this morning. So, and also an update on the situation. He is also extremely graciously going to fix our broken exhaust free of charge. He is going to weld it himself. Now, whether or not that means that that will change the ultimate outcome of this video, which is our plan to drive this, remains to be seen. He's doing it for free. We're not going to rush him. So if he doesn't get it back to us in time for Friday, we will not drive it on stream because it's somewhat illegal and dangerous to do so without a proper exhaust. What we still can do, even without that, is we can run the engine. We can still run the engine with no exhaust. We just can't drive it, really. It might not run very well. I don't know how change in exhaust pressure will hurt it, but we can at least turn it over and see if it fires, right?
Yeah.
Really wish I knew where I'd actually done with my wrench. It's around somewhere. Oh, you know where it might be? I know exactly where it might be. It might be the last place that I used it yesterday, which is down by the exhaust. Thank you very much for the reminder, Rob. We do appreciate it. Is it down here? It is! Yay for yay for the little things, right? Alright. I don't need this. I need a 14 millimeter. Where are you? 13, 14. Oh, of course. I didn't even need the short. I need the big one. My half-inch drive. Please fit. Please, please, please fit. Yes. Oh, sweet. I managed to get a wrench on it. You actually you already took a picture of the ignition assembly, right?
Yeah.
I thought I remembered you doing that yesterday, so.
You haven't seen any normal half-inch wrenches, have you? I brought the stupid ratcheting one.
You mean a crescent wrench?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get you one.
I can't get the box end over this.
Let me get you one. I can handle that. Half inch?
Yeah.
Shorty is fine?
Yeah.
On your...
Thank you.
Yep. I have the starter bolt, sir. Upper starter bolt is out.
This lower one's been tricky.
Do you want a wrench? Do you want a ratchet, I'd rather?
I've got one.
Okay, you have one already?
A funny combination of extensions.
Okay. Ah. Oh, I got some chatter. What do we have? I'm cleaning while I listen to you. That's quite all right. I think it's the way a lot of Twitch stream goes. I think a lot of people put Twitch streams on and they listen with half an ear. I know I do it sometimes, so. I think that's the way that it goes a lot. That's totally okay.
This is fiddly, man.
Is it giving you a hard time?
Well, I kind of need 3 arms.
Ooh, I think arms are on back order right now. You might have to make do with your 2. All right.
It's okay. I'm just utilizing the wiring harness to hold my wrench. Oh, there you was.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So what else did we get done yesterday off camera? You managed to cut a new gasket for the thermostat housing.
Oh, yeah.
Out of cardboard from the back of a memo pad, am I right?
Yeah.
Professionals. Totally professionals. seriously hope it warms up. I don't want to have to keep this on all day. Oh, I just noticed something. The rear tire of the thing has probably lost about 7 or 8 psi. Not a big deal. It's just, you know, it's obviously running a little low. You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a half-inch nut holding the main wire on the starter.
Up here?
That thick orange one? Oh, here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. I might, well, am I alright to take the distributor cap off just to get to it?
Sure.
We're gonna have to pull the distributor anyway, aren't we?
Yeah.
Is there a distributor gear in that one?
I was never taken out.
Yeah,
it's in there.
okay. So we have to do this anyhow.
Yeah. We can pull it out later.
No. I'm just saying, remove the migrate the distributor assembly at some point.
Mm-hmm. No.
Why?
I want to keep the order.
They're labeled. They're labeled 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, fine.
Oh, I just got a follower notification. Hang on a minute. Zimmy002, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Come on in and watch us work while we try and get this engine out once and for all. Alright, that is much easier to get to now. Oh man, look at that. Oh, it's not half-inch, it's the next one down. The rotor cap is red. Makes it go faster. It's plus 5 horsepower right there.
There might be actually some performance benefit to it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
As I was saying that. And you want to know what? It might not even be 7/16. It's metric. Again. Whatever, slightly bigger than 7/16 in metric, whatever that is. Sure, I'll go with that. I trust your judgment. So how's everyone in chat doing today? Got any questions about this deal or, you know, what's going on? We just pulled the distributor cap, which is part of the ignition assembly, off, and we are working on removing the starter. And in order to do so, we actually have, yeah, that was it. We actually have to remove the wires connecting the starter to the key ignition, yeah, and the main battery itself, which is the really, really fat wire, right? Before I go much farther, is the battery disconnected? Okay. I don't know why I just put a wrench on it without asking that question first.
Oh, yeah. First thing we did.
Yeah, well, first thing you did. I sure didn't think of it.
No.
Oh, it's a round. It's an eyelet, isn't it? It's not a fork. It's an eye.
Yeah, probably.
Let me know how this camera's working, by the way. This was a very much an improvised thing based on suggestions from viewers from yesterday. There's 2 washers right here. Did you notice? I don't know if they belong to something, but...
I don't know either. I think they were just kind of there.
Starter is disconnected. I'll put the nut right back where I found it so that we don't lose it.
All right. There, you could jostle it out of there.
Yeah, you want to hold that?
Actually, it probably has to drop out from underneath, doesn't it?
I can try and grab it from underneath. I can do that. All right. It's definitely loose. Shall I kind of screws under there? I'll screw this. Just, you know, do this. Going under the car.
The Saturn thing's been on all
Yeah, it was on all night.
Yeah.
I might have to get at it from the other side.
From the top?
No, from the passenger side. But the oil pan's got to move because it's still under the car. Unless you think you can muscle it off from up here.
Might have to pry a little bit. Creeper's right there.
Yeah. Is it the same deal where it's a gear that extends on ignition to engage the flywheel?
With this one, I'm not sure.
Oh, there's stuff going on. Red Hawk 3. Oh, thanks very much. This is this car belongs to my friend here, Dr. Watson. It is a family heirloom that has been in his family for 20 years, and it's now his. His father owned it and worked on it, and now it's his car. Oh, I can see what you were saying about blue being the original color.
There is a lower starter bolt that I did not know about.
Oh, so we got one bolt left?
Yeah. It might be, what, 13 millimeters?
It could be, yeah. Well, were you asking about the one that I just took out?
Yeah.
That's a 12. I had a 12.
The one before that?
That was a 14.
14?
Yes, it was a 14. Mystic Gaming, hello, Jimmy002. Thank you. They're not my cars. Both of these cars belong to my friend here, Dr. Watson. I am here helping him with this engine swap, which is the aim of this stream. We're attempting to get this engine out, and we're attempting to put the one that you can't see. I will move it into frame. Just for the time being, because we're going to have to move it out of frame again when we work. But we are going to put that one in. So, you're from France. Well, hello from France. It's nice to have you. Nice to have you on the stream, Mystic Gaming. Yeah, so we're putting that engine in, and this one's going to go under the bench. If we can get it to fit under the bench, right? There's already engines under the bench.
Accessibility issues.
Yeah.
That thing's really in there.
So yeah, we're definitely working on. We have everything removed off of it right now. It's unbolted. It's just resting on the motor mounts and the dowel pins. Are there even dowel pins for the transmission, or is it just bolts?
I don't remember.
So it's basically resting on the motor mounts and the output shaft, huh?
Yeah, which, it's just sitting there.
Yep. So it's just about ready to come out. Hello, Burn to Tears. Double fancy camera setup, Captain Cupcake. I don't think you might have not figured this out yet, but all of TDS does not take my name seriously. As well they shouldn't. It's not a serious name, so. That's why my bot is named Commodore Waffles, and I have Private Poppin' Fresh as my alternate Minecraft handle. Yeah, we do get people. I'm actually excited to have everyone from Europe tuning in, because that's amazing. Because it's something I would not have expected, and I'm totally thrilled about. Very excited. Both of us are fans of Europe. We would love to. We love European things, as evidenced by what you see here. Baguette. Yes, on a viewer suggestion, we did rig up a second camera. They suggested that we rig up a camera pointing down into the engine bay. We realized that we actually had the materials to do so, and so we hooked it up. That is what we decided to do.
You want to hold the starter from above?
Yes, I can. Let me get into position. Let me assume the position.
Never assume. Alright.
Yeah, I got it. And it looks like it's just going to fall right out, so.
Yep.
I
had
can
to get just the right combination of sizes.
This is heavy. It feels heavy anyway to the.
It's just not as heavy as a stock one.
Are they enormous?
Yeah, that's what I was showing you that on YouTube yesterday. Like the stock one is enormous. It's
Wow.
like twice that size.
Wow, that's nuts.
It takes up this whole cavity down here.
Jeez. About got it?
I'm only getting about a fifth of a turn here.
Oh geez, so it's gonna be a few turns. Bear with us. This is the way it goes sometimes. You get trying to get a wrench on a bolt, and you only have about a fifth of a turn or a quarter turn, or sometimes not even a fifth of a turn to travel. And it takes forever to back it out. You get it eventually, but it takes a while.
Not too much longer.
All right, I've still got it. I'm kind of holding it in place. Whoop.
Finger loose.
Oh, you got the bolted.
Yeah. Started straight.
Sorry, trying. Is it backing out?
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes it's hard.
Oh, it's twisting. There we go. Starter's twisting. I'm trying to.
Wait, I think it's.
Is it free?
Yeah. Want you take it? Or can you get it out?
I might be able to get it out from above. Unless you think it's easier to get out from the bottom. Yeah, there you go. You got it. You see it? It's just hung up on this hose here. There you go. You got it. Starter is out. Shoot. Thankfully, that wasn't a disaster. All right. I'll show people what this looks like. This is not the stock starter, however. This is an upgraded starter, yeah?
Yeah, gear reduction.
So this is the starter mechanism. Is there a way to show all your BTT emotes show up in a little emote thing? I can't remember how to type all of them. What does MG stand for? That's a good question. Does it actually stand for anything?
Morris Garages.
Morris Garages is what it stands for. I can tell you the history of MG. It was a car company. When was it founded?
I don't know.
It was part of British Leyland, and it's one of the more. Originally it was not, but it eventually became so. Anyway, this is an upgraded starter. It has a gear reduction. It's smaller, lighter weight, and more powerful than the original starter that MG built the car with. This is a part that your father put on it, right?
Yep.
So, more powerful starter. Metal Gear hotcakes. Yeah, all the emotes. All right. Would you like to take that? So, are we to the point I think we're at?
I think we are.
Guys, we're ready. We are ready to attempt the removal of this engine. One thing that has to come first is, in order to get the hoist here, we've got to move his Volkswagen. And we were going to do that before the stream, but we figured you'd want to hear it. So we saved it. We're going for a ride. Alright, I've actually got to go down there. I got to help them. You think you can move the hoist up?
Yeah.
Just be really careful, because I did run the Ethernet cable kind of around the thing. Doesn't like to turn, huh? Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to put the camera back so I can give him a hand. Alright. Man, here we go. Do we want to actually extend the boom out?
No, that's fine.
You think so?
Yep.
Alright.
It'll fit between the rims.
Excellent. It was good. It was very good. Bear with us. We apologize that we can't put this on cam. Unfortunately, the hoist is out around the corner of the garage. It's basically mostly out of the garage, so I can't really show you a good angle. I apologize. Oh, do you have the straps as well? Nice. Nice.
Yep. Just on the threshold of the driveway, so.
I got you. I hear you. Wouldn't want an accident either. We are going to make an absolute deluge. I'm going to move the engine in a little bit in the garage so that we can kind of maneuver around. We still got stuff to transfer between this engine and that engine yet, so you'll be seeing us, once we get this out, you'll be seeing us do a little bit of work on that. Hopefully we'll be able to arrange it in such a way that you can watch. We might move the cameras a bit. Are you trying to get the emotes burned? Oh, hang on a minute. I think I see a notorious DLC in the chat room. One time I had an engine, then I accidentally the whole thing. One time, wait a minute. One time I had an engine and then I accidentally the whole thing. Will that be a problem? I don't know, DLC. I'm not sure what you accidentally.
We gave that back a long time ago.
Yeah, we did give that back a long time ago. Like a hell of a long time ago. In fact, he should know better than to ask that question because it was upon giving it back that I had to purchase my own, remember?
Yep.
Because I've relied on it for everything. I don't know what the problem is. If you had an engine and then accidentally the whole thing, you'd be as well. It might be that I've just woken up, but I'm not getting the joke, and I'm very sorry, DLC. I know you to be a very humorous man, but
It's a meme, like to leave out the.
Oh, is it?
The verb.
Oh, leave out the verb.
Yeah, it's like a typo.
Like is it like kind of like the can't even thing, sort of like that, like
Yeah.
deliberately non-implying. I'd ignore you too when you make no sense. I'm informed that it's a meme, and I apologize I didn't know it. Dr. Watson knew it, and he laughed. Bib GFSG. Welcome everyone to the stream, by the way, who's watching. We're just about to pull the engine out, and we're going to try and make it so that you get to watch all the fun.
Can't roll under now.
Uh-oh. You can try and grab it from the side, can't you? Just like kind of like, oh, want me to get it? Since you're in the shirt and I'm in a jacket?
You can better reach it.
Maybe. Going under the cart. IU, Flapjack, IU. Gotcha, DLC. Oh, okay. Oh, come on! I've almost got it! Yeah! I'm literally inches away.
So you literally can't even?
I can't even. Oh! I got it! Whew!
Oh, we could get away with one strap, I think.
We might be able to, but we're going to want to move it up, I think, to kind of, cradle the whole engine. Something like that, perhaps?
Do we need to come down further yet?
Well, this needs to go in second, and this one first. Okay.
I think that will do.
All right. I just wanted to be super careful. Go ahead and add pressure.
See how we're doing over here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're pulling on the heater control valve. There we go.
What do you think about a Nissan Datsun 240Z? I'd like to have them, but they are rare in Europe. My father owned one. He had a 1972 240Z. He owned one of those. It was the sports car that he last had before the kids grew up, and he loved it. And there's people that swear by them. They're supposed to be really, really great autocross vehicles. I'll stop memeing. Fanny, Flapjack Fanny. Well, I saw what I came to... Oh, geez. Apparently when I bent over, everyone got a good look at my rear end. Enjoy! Is it still connected pretty damn well to the transmission?
Yeah, I mean, there is still... Oh, man, here comes the lead.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Either we are,
Binding on something?
Yep.
Well, what about this bolt that was never taken out?
Okay, we are not...
I'm asking you about what about this bolt in the bell housing that was never taken out?
Yeah, I had trouble with that one. Try it now.
What were you planning to do in the meantime? Just try and rip the bolt out?
No, I slide the engine out. There's the bolt there, but maybe that's a...
But the nut's on it still. What do you mean?
Oh, what?
The nut's still on it.
Oh, snap.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Right.
Yeah, it was never removed.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. But it's a good thing we got it now before we actually just sheared the bolt. What size do you think that's going to be? Is that going to be our normal 1/2 inch?
Yeah. Actually, 2 wrenches.
I've got a ratchet. Everyone said Fanny. I thought that I want one as well. Sexual Redneck Girl 123. Welcome back. I remember you from yesterday. Welcome back to the stream. We're just about to try and pull the engine out. So we've just discovered that we missed a bolt. We're going to try and get it now. Aw, dang it. No. I can't get this on it. It's too...
Oh, yeah, two wrenches.
Yeah. I will get one of my 1/2 inchers.
I don't know where all mine went. They are all somewhere else.
Isn't that the story whenever we use your tools, though? Like, yours just kind of, like, wander off and go everywhere?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my phone down. It's in my pocket, and I keep crushing it against the side of the car, and I don't want to damage the phone or the car.
I've got one.
I'm so excited about engines coming out. Hopefully this one will not take me as long as the ones that did yesterday. Alright, that's one. Apologies, guys, while I work on this. As before, as with yesterday, I promised everyone in chat I will do my best to turn around, read the questions, read the comments, and respond as best I can. Obviously, some of the time Dr. Watson will become angry with me and ask me to do actual work on the car, which is kind of the principal reason why I'm here. So I just figured, as long as I'm here, why not stream it? Thankfully, this bolt is not nearly as hard as the other one on the other side. And I almost have it off. Come on. All right. Nut. Washer. Bolt. Great success. Find used cars from the U.S. Craigslist is the best site that we, the last 4 cars that we've looked at, we were all Craigslist vehicles. That's a Craigslist vehicle, right?
Yeah.
My Spitfire is a Craigslist vehicle. My van is a Craigslist vehicle. My dirt bike is a Craigslist vehicle. Craigslist, Craigslist.org.
Just at your own risk.
Yeah, it's very much at your own risk. Buyer beware. You really do need to make sure that you know what you're looking for, that you need to be able to spot problems because people are not always truthful on Craigslist. You need to be able to look out for yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you can't post links, can you? Because it's my chat. Hang on a minute. I will type it in. That is the name of the site, Craigslist.org.
I think I have to remove the harmonic balancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Careful. Don't hurt the chrome. Let's see. There's chat that I missed. Hang on a minute. Did I see the announcement about Twitch Creative Streams today? I did not. But now you have me worried. They are supporting the alternative creative streams. Did you see that?
Really?
Yes. We were just reading about that yesterday. So true story. I have no problem sharing this. I streamed this yesterday, and it was great. I mean, people loved it. I was surprised. I was stunned, and it was all down to you guys. But you guys came out, you watched, you followed, and it was a phenomenal experience for me. I was blown away, and it was only after the fact that my friend Dr. Watson actually went back and read the terms of service for Twitch and realized that on a technicality I was breaking Twitch's rules. Yeah. Because they specifically ask for gaming content primarily. Now, I am a variety streamer, and I do stream video games. In fact, most of what you'll find on my past broadcast, almost all of it, actually, except for yesterday's broadcast, is just that, gaming streams. But it kind of had me worried that, I was doing this, even though, it was for the same purpose as my gaming streams, which is to interact with you guys, to interact with the audience and, give you something to watch and talk with you and kind of hear from you all. But that is extremely encouraging that they're supporting the alternative creative streams. That is amazing news because you guys turn. I'm just going to let the numbers speak for themselves. You guys turned out yesterday. You watched us, wrench on this thing, and you liked it. You told me so. You followed me to show your support. It was amazing, and it made us want to come back and do this more with other cars, not just this one. And it's all down to you guys. It's all down to the viewers, and I appreciate all your support and all your positive comments. 17 o'clock. Can't reach this website. It takes me to a German Craigslist site. Cars.com. Also, you can buy used stuff, right?
To a lesser extent, it's mostly dealers.
Yeah, it's mostly dealer stuff. What other sites are there for private classifieds? He's saying that when they try and access Craigslist.org, it redirects.
Strange. Use a proxy.
I don't know. I'm very sorry about that. I actually have no idea. They are even streaming all 403 Bob Ross episodes over the next 8.5 days. It's a thing now. So am I going to be doing this more often? As often as I can. The issue really is this. I am not a mechanic. I don't have that much knowledge. Most of what I know, Dr. Watson has taught me. He's shown me and explained, and he has been kind enough and patient enough with me to teach me what he knows, or some of what he knows, as much as I can think to ask him. The problem is that I am still inexperienced. He is still more experienced than I am, especially with the kind of cars that I have. So the issue really is one of scheduling. I need his help. Do we need to pull the front clip off to make this work for you?
I don't know. I'm just trying different things. See if I can get an impact in here.
Oh, nice. That works.
Maybe.
Hang on, guys. This is about to get loud.
Oh, it's not plugged in yet.
Oh, it's not plugged in. Okay.
I'm not sure if I could fit.
An average Nissan Datsun 240Z costs around $5,000, and the ones offered in Germany are at least $20,000.
Yeah, that happens. Kind of like
really?
900 turbos over there are worth like real car money.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
Yeah. Supply and demand. They don't have.
That's amazing. Am I going to be doing this more often? So the answer is there's not much to do on the rolls. So here's the cars that we have to work on. There's not much to do on the Rolls-Royce. There's only one caliper left, and he's going to try and sell it, so it might not be around too much longer. This car, this is the principal thing. This car doesn't have that many other problems. In fact, it has no other problems, really. It has some gauge issues, but that's certainly not, I wouldn't consider that, once you get the right part, it's plug it in, right?
Yeah.
So it's not exactly streamable material. North CPTL, thank you very much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Come on in and have a listen, see what we're doing. He does have his Red Hawk 3, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. He does have his Volkswagen thing, which is still in need of a tune, yeah?
Yeah.
You heard it run a little while ago, but it's still in need of a tune. What's funny is that the car that's in the need of the most desperate amount of work is mine, which you actually haven't seen yet. It's a 1972 Triumph Spitfire. It has no interior. 17 o'clock, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. You haven't seen it yet because it's at my house, not Dr. Watson's. It has no paint. It has no interior. It needs transmission work. It needs suspension work. It surprisingly doesn't need brakes. It probably needs an engine rebuild eventually. The gauges don't work. Well, no, some of the gauges don't work. The temperature gauge is misleading. The speedometer doesn't work at all. It leaks water. It doesn't hold the weather out. It's a sunshine-only car, and I don't care. I love it. All those things, and I don't care. I still love to drive it. It needs a lot of work. So I would imagine that if I imagine that so here's what's happening. I'm moving soon. Here, not to his house, but to a house down the street. I'm moving there soon. The Triumph will be coming with me, as well as the rest of my fleet. If that happens, I can certainly see this becoming a regular sort of thing, you and I.
Yeah.
He is very generous with his time and his skill. He inspired me to get the Triumph in the first place. He helped me drive it home from Pennsylvania. So I can certainly see us, if Twitch allows, I can certainly see us doing this more often. There's definitely plenty of work to do on my Triumph. He loves buying things and tinkering with them. He also takes on jobs on the side for people, who have been generous to him. So I can definitely, if that's what you guys want, I will definitely try and put more of this content together. That's totally something that, I can do, and if Dr. Watson is willing to lend his skill and be on camera with this idiot, then yeah, totally. We are fighting a problem right now where the engine doesn't seem to want to come out. Dr. Watson is trying to leverage the engine to get it to turn over, which is why he's wrenching on that front nut.
I'm trying to get the front nut off.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
It's the bolt. Yeah, the harmonic balancer won't clear the steering rack.
Oh, that's not good. So basically the front crank nut won't clear the steering rack. If we disconnected the transmission, this wouldn't be a problem. But at this point, we're looking at trying to get the nut off so we can make it clear, or having to basically add a couple of hours to yank the transmission out. And yes, that would be an actual couple of hours. We'd have to disconnect a lot of stuff.
Well, you could get the impact on there. Well, there's a lock washer right here.
Can you get the impact on it? I thought you had it before.
Not quite. I'll try locking it up again.
Okay. We might have to use a pneumatic wrench, so it might get loud, and I do apologize if that's the case. It's what we might just have to wind up doing to get the engine out. Can they even see it on the engine cam? Not really. They can kind of see it.
Let's see. I'll try this again.
Okay. That's so amazing that Twitch, like literally the day after I had that heart attack, they're like, oh no, yeah, that's fine. That's awesome. Do you need a long extension? I have one.
I might need to play with different lengths.
Could we just not take off the front clip and make it super easy on you? Or this isn't a front clip, is it?
I don't see that.
This is a frame, isn't it?
I can move the steering rack, but I don't want to do that either.
Disconnecting the steering. How much would it take to drop the steering down an inch? A lot of bolts, I'm guessing.
The wheels are sitting on ramps.
Oh, so if we disconnect the steering, I gotcha. Can we hammer on it? Can we just basically put the breaker bar on it, go get the mallet and just hammer on it?
Do you want to try to crack it?
I can give it a try. Oh, that's okay, Lilo. That's okay that you were napping. Wait a minute. Got plans tonight. All right. That's okay. All right. I'm going to put my shoulder to this and see what I can make of it. What direction am I going? Is it the usual direction?
Towards you, yeah.
Am I just going to spin the engine?
Yeah. It's got the parking brake on and it's in fourth gear. Just make sure it doesn't suddenly go and hit the car.
I'm just deforming the bar. I'm bending it. You can actually watch it deflect.
Yep. Alright, I'll heat it up.
Alrighty.
Can't go too hot because it's got rubber in it.
Yeah. Well, does the new engine not have one on it already?
That's got one on it.
So why do we need to preserve that one?
Because I like preserving things.
If it came down to it, we could destroy it and get it off. It needs you need the bottom end rebuild anyway, right? I know you don't like destroying things. You have to understand, this car means a lot to him. He's been daydreaming about this car since he was a kid, owning it, so.
will likely take a little while.
Too many good streamers on Thursday. That's true. A lot of people do stream on Thursdays. Seems to be like a butter zone. Ah, the smell of, what is that, propane?
Yep. I think butane would be the yellow can.
Should I have the breaker bar at hand to try and wrench it really quickly? Here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Yeah, there are a lot of good streamers on Thursday.
Okay, are you ready?
I am going to assume the position.
The rubber in between is starting to smolder.
No.
On the cheater bar? Will that help?
No, I can pull it all the way down to the fender. It's not helping. We need to use an impact. We need to use an impact, drop the steering, or pull the trans with it at this point.
I don't like that.
I know you don't. It's off. Did you notice it's actually off, too?
Yeah. Yeah, I just need probably another inch to get it off the input shaft. Unfortunately.
Well,
And, getting that pulley off would give me that clearance.
You want to know what would have fixed this? That Eastwood impact drill that we saw.
You know what? The gearbox moves up with it a little bit. Maybe I'll lift it up.
And just drop it right down on the cross member.
Yeah, the gearbox will drop. Why didn't I think about this a minute ago? Or,
Hang on. No.
whoa.
Let me control it for you. All right, go.
Oh, let me put it in neutral.
Oh, so we'll slide off the input shaft? Oh, yeah, it just jostled a little bit. Here we go, guys. Moment of truth.
Now I will have to reinstall the engine without the harmonic balancer.
There it is.
Free?
It is free. Not quite. Lift up some more. Add some height. And pull. Add some height. And pull. Add some height. And pull. Add some height.
Off the input shaft, right?
Almost. It's not quite out yet. Pull. Add some height. Now you are. That is it. All right. All the way up. What was that? Just settling? This is going to be an absolute pain in the rear to get back on.
We're going to have to, jack the gearbox up.
Yep. We can handle that.
You know, with this off, we'll have the clearance, I think. But yes, I knew right away. Getting it mated.
We just realized, guys, that reinstallation is going to be an absolute pain.
We did not just realize that.
No, but we just realized it's about to become more painful than either of us anticipated.
Oh, no.
You anticipated this?
That is
If he thought that it was going to be this bad, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that then.
I knew that would be by far the worst step.
All right. Well, as long as you were prepared for a nightmare, I guess I'm okay with it.
Yep.
All the heights. I can see it from here.
Lock the webcam.
Huh? I know. I just don't hit the webcam.
Alright, so I'm going to move the brakes.
Now we have to... Shit.
What?
The oil pan.
What about it?
We have to get it off.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Keep going. You're good.
No, I'm stuck on something.
Oh.
Cheese right?
No, it's not that, it's this.
Oh, yes it was.
Your cheese thing's about to become a problem again.
Alright.
And your torch's about to become a problem again.
Oh gosh. Move out of the way, stuff.
Alright, you want to drop it down? I'm sorry you can't see this, guys. It's kind of off cam.
We could set it on its side and get the oil pan off.
You think so?
Yeah.
Which side? That side?
Yeah, I want to extract 2 of these studs first.
Okay. Is this going to sit nicely? Hang on. TDS makes you super cool. Now beat it with baseball bats. You will need a guy on the bottom for the reinstall. Potentially. What we're absolutely looking at is having to at least jack up the transmission because in order to get the clearance we needed to make the front of the engine clear the steering rack, we had to basically haul the transmission up with the engine. But I can show you what it looks like. Here, come for a ride. This is the extracted engine. It is, oops, sorry. That is, so I can kind of show you some of the things on it. So this is what was connected. The transmission plugs in here. This is the pressure plate, and the clutch is behind it. It is bolted to this, which is the flywheel. Now we will be actually not using this one because he has a nice shiny. This is a steel one or an iron one, right?
Yeah.
And you have an aluminum one,
yep,
which is much lighter. So we will be reusing the clutch and pressure plate, but not the flywheel.
No, have a new clutch and pressure plate as well.
Oh, we have brand new everything. Excellent.
Yep. Oh, got this a little tight.
All right. So you guys can see that. All right. It's just a little baby. For being a little baby, it's damned heavy, I'll tell you what. There are V8s that are lighter than that. There are actually V8s that are lighter than that.
Yep, the Rover V8 was 40 pounds lighter.
Yep. Oh, hang on. All right, the old Goodyear tire. It lives again. It serves a purpose once again.
Yep. I'm going to set it on here while I extract those studs.
All right, so that it's not loaded up. Nice.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to heat them up.
I wonder if I can change the angle to give everyone... I'm going to see if I can change the angle on the camera. Hang on a minute. So you can see what Dr. Watson is up to. Can I do that? Yeah. Check that out. There we go. IP Freelease. I like aluminum flywheels, especially on those unless you burn the pressure plate up enough to warp it.
Well, maybe surface is still steel.
Can I show her the engine, inside where the engine came out of? Absolutely, Dr. Zoots. Hang on a minute.
That's still on that cam, right?
Yeah, but they can't really see in.
Oh.
So this is the interior of the engine. So these things here, this and this, these are the engine mounts. This is the primary support structure that holds the engine in place in the car. It is the primary place where it's bolted. You can see the input shaft of the transmission, which is where the engine output drives the wheels. That's that big pin in the middle of the transmission. Is that the clutch linkage as well, the big release thing? The big O-ring around the input shaft or output shaft? I assume that's what it is.
Throwout bearing?
Throwout bearing, is that what it is?
If I'm understanding you, yes.
It basically looks like a yoke. It's a ring on a yoke. Maybe you have to come look at it because, again, guys, I'm not a mechanic. It's Dr. Watson knows what things are. What is the big ring on the yoke?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Throwout bearing.
Is that throwout bearing?
Yep.
Which does what?
Holy crap, I think it's dead, too. Sorry for the language. Yeah, it's supposed to spin, I think.
Is it supposed
Unless
to?
that design doesn't, but...
Think you might want to call your dad and ask him?
I've seen weird... I think I've got a new bearing.
Oh, you've got one. Excellent. All the new parts. You're absolutely right, IP Freelies. I totally agree with you. Working on cars is not nearly as easy in new cars as they were in the cars of this era. I totally agree with you. It rides in the pressure plate. That right?
Yeah. Can't find things.
What are you looking for? Nuts?
Yeah.
The exhaust nuts?
Yeah, I remember. Oh.
They're the first ones that you took out, weren't they? I've never seen inside a car like that. Oh, I'm glad we could show you. It is singularly unique when you get, because normally your mechanic sees this. You don't get to see it unless you do your own wrenching.
Oh, the gearbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you helped me pull the Triumph motor and trans, I'd never seen one.
Where are those wrenches at?
Which ones? Mine?
1/2 inch.
The 1/2 inch ones are right here.
Yep.
It rides it, yep. Cats, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Flat. Hang on a minute. Welcome to the Flat Jacketeers. Redneck Girl 123. The old trucks are so much better than the new trucks. You can get around in the old trucks and the brand new ones. You have to take stuff off just to get into the new truck. Get it into the new truck. I agree. Old designs were way better. At least
better to live with.
Yeah, better to live with.
Better on paper, no, but...
No, true, but the thing is that will a 1970s truck pull a trailer just as well as a new one?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you think about shows. So there's a YouTube show that both Dr. Watson and I are fans of. I'm gonna kind of enter frame here. There's a YouTube show that both Dr. Watson and I are fans of called it's on the Motor Trend channel. It's called Roadkill, and it distinguishes itself because it isn't faked. Like a lot of automotive shows that are out there these days, those guys actually do all the stuff that you see them do themselves. They don't get help. They're both, lifetime mechanics. They do all their own work. When they actually have to pull in help, they admit it. But we both like watching that show because it's kind of a realistic representation of what it's like to work on cars.
Yeah.
The corners that you have to cut sometimes, and yeah, if you want to check it out, it's really a great show. It is. We both find it to be very, very entertaining. It's called Roadkill. It's on the Motor Trend YouTube channel. It is an excellent. It's a lot of fun. They get into a lot of trouble. They get into a lot of laughs, and they have a good time working with cars. They really do. They firmly represent, even though they're into American cars and we're into British ones, the attitude that they represent is the same.
It's in there.
Yeah.
So chill out here.
Yeah, chill out while you burn a bolt off. Let me see what's going on in chat. Let's see. What car is that? It is an MG. It is an MG MGB GT to 1970. Is that a VW engine? That VW engine run behind you? Yes. Yes, it does. It's out of a 1965 Beetle. Dr. Watson bought it for $220, sold the seats out of it, sold the chassis out from under it, sold the transmission, and all that's left is the engine. He hasn't yet sold that.
I actually have another set of seats, too.
Yeah, you have another VW engine.
Good deal.
That's actually, he has two VW engines. Three if you count the one that's actually in the thing.
Yep.
I'm into all vehicles. That's great, Red Hawk 3. We have an appreciation for all cars. We don't necessarily prefer all cars, but we definitely have an appreciation for all cars. At least I do.
Yeah.
I'll go out on that limb. It's great how light air-cooled engines are. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Just yesterday, I was able to demonstrate that fact by actually picking that one up. Can I show the MG? Absolutely, I would love to. Hang on a minute.
There went that stud.
Did you strip it?
Yep.
All right. You still got more. You still got more left.
Yep.
Here we go. I will see if I can get you a better angle. That is a 1970 MGB GT. It's been in Dr. Watson's family for 20 years. His father first worked on it while Dr. Watson was still a kid. It was sold 4 years ago out of the family, much to Dr. Watson's chagrin, because he was really looking forward to owning this car. And about a month, 2 months ago, the opportunity came up for him to purchase the car back from the person that it had been sold to. He summoned up the money, and he bought it back, and now it's his. I will putting an axle on my hoist like that. That is a borrowed hoist, and yes, that rig is very, very nice. It allowed us for the hoist to be driven here on the road. It is very, very clean. The story behind the car is that Dr. Watson's father was converting it for racing. The interior, what are normally, are they leather door panels? The door cards are leather lined? Vinyl. The vinyl door cards have been replaced with aluminum door cards, so the doors are aluminum. There is a roll bar in the back. Was the battery always in the trunk?
No, you put it there.
The battery was moved to the trunk. It was so clean. Hope you saved everything. I don't know that he did, but the thing is that you want to live with the car as it is.
Well, the door panels were shot. I mean, it started out. It lived in Oklahoma in a field for a long time. Without a windshield.
Blue the Bird, thank you very much for the follow. Hang on a minute. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much for the follow. So you're saying it lived in Oklahoma for a little while.
In a field without a windshield.
In a field without a windshield.
Really nice, but had the floors replaced because, I mean, any rain there was, it
destroyed.
So
this car has
the interior was
destroyed.
Yeah.
The interior was destroyed before your father owned it.
Right.
So this car has actually been completely. This car hasn't been preserved. It's been restored.
A little both, but yeah, it was restored.
Fink Dixel, I know who you are. Oh. Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. I'm assuming you must have told him. Or word got out.
Yeah. Chill out warming this up for a while, I guess.
Cammy Manny, thank you very much for the host. Let's see, let me back up. Looks very cool for 1970. It's very clean. You saved anything. Tell my brother I said hello. Your brother says hello.
Hello.
It's such a nice car. It is a very, very nice car. It is a very nice car. I have gotten to drive it once. It terrified me because of missing cylinders, but I hope to get to drive it again once we get this new engine in. It is a very, very nice piece that Dr. Watson has here. Have I ever owned a Datsun 240Z or a 260Z? No, I have not, but my father did. I was much too young to appreciate it back then. My father did own an orange 240Z for a long time, and he loved it.
Appropriate.
What, the color?
Yeah.
A lot of owners neglect their vehicles and let them decay. Red Hawk 3, you are sadly, you are exactly right. A lot of people sure do. 240Z, those are so much fun to drive. Everyone I've ever heard of that's had those 240Zs loves them. Like even Roadkill. Roadkill even had one. And they're American car. They're hot rodders, actually. The two people who, for the Roadkill web series, are both actually, one is the editor-in-chief of Hot Rod Magazine, the other one's the staff editor of Hot Rod Magazine. They're both into hot rods. However, in breaking with their hot rod traditions, there's extensive episodes on a rust bucket of a 240Z that they both love. They love that thing. Will she sail yet? Not quite yet, Cammie. We've run into some issues that are going to cause us a lot of reinstallation problems, but we will work through them. I hate working on any Z. I imagine that's probably because they're difficult to work on. Is a Z really fundamentally different from this, though?
It had a plastic snap-together interior and a snap to break it.
Okay. Facebook wall. They are a carburation nightmare. Oh, that's what he's saying.
Well, they have, it all goes back to SUs. They have a, replica SU.
But not an actual SU.
No, but I would imagine it goes to, people don't know how to work SU-type carburetors.
Oh, the same thing that we've always said before, which is that SUs just...
the people would convert to Webers just because...
Webers are easier. They require less things.
Yeah. Familiar with it.
Will we repair the engine or swap to another? Probably both. So the engine that you see here, this maroon one, is the one that's going in. It is ready. That one will probably eventually be refurbished and swapped again in the future sometime. Probably not for years. But this one has a ported head, right? So it has a nicer head on it. And it's known good. It's just missing a cylinder, probably due to compression issues. So Dr. Watson probably eventually, when you're in your 30s or 40s, will make this engine live again and probably swap it in. You might cam it. You might bore it out.
It might have a cam, for all I know.
Yep. He might swap it for a Rover V8. At the moment, though, it's just this engine going. It's a stock engine with it will have an aluminum flywheel. We are just swapping it. So yeah, we will refurbish. That one will get refurbished eventually. We might even stream that. Who knows? But not high on our list. Basically, this whole swap was designed to get the car ready for winter. We didn't want to have to wait for spring. Springtime, I think, is Spitfire time, right?
Sure. I got some Loctite in my mouth and it tastes pretty good.
You've got some Loctite in your mouth and it tastes pretty good.
Like fresh donuts.
Fresh donuts. Now I want to try some. Everyone who stopped by and everyone who's followed, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. We are doing this for your entertainment as much as our own. We both like doing this. I wouldn't have expected that, 5 years ago, but this is a lot of fun to both of us. It's very rewarding work, too, when you get to see, such instant gratification as you put an engine in, you reinstall all the components, you fill it with fluids, and it turns over. It's very rewarding and very gratifying. Did I miss? Oh, geez, Bern. Let me wonder this. Who's going to harass me to highlight that? That's what I'm wondering. How soon is that in coming?
Highlight what?
Highlight the fact that I was bending over and apparently I was showing some butt crack.
Oh man, that was me yesterday. So.
I think it was just the strap yesterday, but I might have given a bit of the half moon. Flapjack backdraft. Winter is coming. You guys are so supportive. I appreciate all of you.
Got some paint in these threads. So.
Oh, it's not coming in easy?
Could be easier.
We all love you. Aw, thanks, Lilu. By the way, guys, was using and carrying 240Z and 260C by boat from Japan to America in the 1970s. Great cars. You were on the boat? I was using it and carrying. Wow, he was actually doing import work.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really neat. Flapjack loves TDS. I do love TDS, Byrne. I do love TDS. You guys are amazing. TDS hype.
Is that your team?
Yeah, that's the team that adopted me. They don't know what they were doing. They have no idea what they're in for. That's really cool, North CPT. That's really, really cool. I've always wondered what that would be like.
What?
Being able to work on container ships and stuff like that. I have no idea if it's, less romantic or more romantic than I think it is, but I just still think it'd be a cool experience. Maybe it's completely unromantic, but I'm so curious that I want to know, Eyeball you. It was fun working in the. It was fun. It used to be. Typical Rimsey. Thank you very much for the follow. Hang on a minute. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much for the follow. It used to be fun working in the shop. Before I did it for a paycheck, glad I retired. We've said that before. We've said that the quickest way to ruin the fun of something is to be demanded to do it for a job.
Yep. That's why we're computer guys.
Yep, that's why we work in computers and not cars. You don't know what you were doing when you joined us. Oh man, there's probably equal shares of that.
What?
We lured him into a false promise of safety and friendship, and all we do is demand fannies and call him silly names. You're old now. IP Freely, you want to know what though? Dr. Watson and I appreciate people like you who share their knowledge. As a matter of fact, the guy who loaned us this hoist is in his 60s. He's in his 60s. He's great. He teaches us both things that we don't know, that we would never be able to learn without probably experience or Google. But he knows it. He works on cars as well. He's an amateur mechanic. He's the one who is very generously re-welding the entire exhaust header for free. He's been great, and it's people like him that that's kind of like when I think of old timers that have contributed so much and continue to contribute. That's the kind of person I think of. Someone who freely shares their knowledge. It's like exactly the kind of it's sharing your knowledge is a beautiful thing. It totally is. That's what made me like Mike right away, was that he was so eager to help us both learn.
Yep.
And he didn't spoon feed us either. He forced us to use our own heads.
Yep.
Remember when so true story. I'll kind of bend down for this. True story. He was there when I first bought my Spitfire. He was there when I first did my brake replacement. I had never replaced drum brakes on my own before. I did them both myself, and Mike was there. Mike is the friend that we're referring to. He's an older gentleman. He was there, and he forced me. He basically stood over me with beer in hand and forced me to do it myself. He gave me hints along the way, but he forced me to reason and think my way through the whole process and learn about it for myself so that I would remember how to do it when he wasn't around.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a great teaching style when you think about it. Not spoon-feeding you, but forcing you to think.
Yep.
You're 39, but was in car accident that put you into early retirement. Just did my drums 20 minutes ago. If you didn't, you would forget, which is totally true. I am 60 years, almost dinosauro. But the thing is that that's the interesting thing is too is that that's the kind of people that inevitably being in this kind of hobby puts you around.
Yep.
It's not it's not unfortunate. I shouldn't say it's not unfortunate. It's just inevitable. And the thing is that most of them are really, really great people. A lot of what I know about auto repair and diagnostics was learned due to learning in high school as a part-time at a repair shop. I did not have that benefit. Honestly, everything that I've learned about I knew a lot about cars, but not a lot about wrenching. What with the slang that we like to use, but basically working on cars yourself. All of that was taught to me by Dr. Watson and Mike. You learned on your own and from your dad, probably, right? Or did you learn in school as well?
Necessity over the years.
So you self-taught.
Side effect of being broke.
Side effect of being broke. And yet, despite being what's amazing is that you say you were broke, and yet people would look at your car history and say you most definitely weren't. But the thing is that that's what wrenching on your own enables you to do.
Have things.
Have things, yeah. Have things that would be too expensive to maintain otherwise because, mechanics charge for their work.
Yep.
Mother went into labor with me at the racetrack, so it's second nature.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Scotty B's, sweep those leaves. Oh man, you were already moaning when the wind started to blow them in.
I swept them in an hour ago.
You swept them.
It's windy out.
Yeah, this was clean. This was clean a little while ago. Your sister was born with a couple of bruises. Wait a minute. My sister was born with a couple of bruises from hitting mom's pelvis while four-wheeling. Four-wheeling while pregnant? What? That's a little wild. A good friend and a car you can repair make a day good. I totally agree. I absolutely agree. That is a great way to spend the day. And it's the way we spend a lot of our days.
We forget to eat and stuff.
Yeah, we do. We forget to eat, we forget to drink, but we have a great time doing just this. I'm going to see if I can pan up a little bit to get your head in shot. I'm going to actually, I'm going to refocus. Hang on a minute. There we go. I wish when I was a younger, I was more hungry for knowledge as I am now. I have the same regret, actually. I wish that I'd been more thirsty for this sort of knowledge when I was younger, and that I hadn't waited until my late 20s and early 30s for that. Honestly. I wish that all the things that I like now, I liked 5 years ago or 10 years ago,
No, I don't.
It's because you did.
Yeah.
You did. Your passions really haven't changed. Mine have.
Yeah. I haven't looked at chat in a while.
I had a minor fit with leaves this morning. They just keep blowing in my garage. Same here. Same problem. We got the same exact issue. All right, so what Dr. Watson has been doing while I have been gabbling at you is he's been replacing the studs which attach the exhaust because we were down a few, right?
Yeah.
So he ripped the studs out of the old engine and put them in this one so that we can remount the exhaust when it comes back. Again, for those of you who are tuning in, I stated yesterday that the aim was to get this running and drive it on stream. If we do not receive the exhaust back, again, it's being done for free by a friend. If he does not return the exhaust, we are not going to pressure him to return it by tomorrow. And if he doesn't return it by tomorrow, the most that we will attempt to do is simply start the car. We cannot drive it without an exhaust. It's not a good idea. But we will start the car on stream. But if we do not have the exhaust back by then, we will not be driving it.
Oh, right. What now?
We've got to pull the oil pan off.
Yes.
Still. We've got to...
Now we can laze this over.
Yeah. All right, let me move the camera to get a new angle. Here we go. Is that a Volvo next to the MG? No, it is not a Volvo. It is a 1979 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. That is a 1979 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2 over there. Your latest acquisition, right?
Yep.
And he traded for it. He traded his 1948 Studebaker Land Cruiser for that. Hello, Miss Nerdy Me. Hello. Is there a completely reconditioned machine you insert?
This one.
Yes.
But not completely.
It's not completely reconditioned. It's verified. It's verified. We took the head off. We took it down. We checked everything that needed to be checked, provided that there's no, we didn't check piston rings.
I did, actually, yeah.
You did check piston rings.
The leak down. I put fuel in it.
We checked everything.
So,
The only thing you didn't do was crack the crank, right? Crack the crankcase. That's the only thing you didn't do. We assume
Right,
that
yeah,
we are assuming no problems until we find a problem.
we heard it was good.
We heard it was good. That was
That's the
what.
check I did.
Yeah. I don't envy you. I had to replace a dash in an old Phantom. So many screws. I believe that. I believe there's like twice as many or 3 times as many screws as there needs to be in the
I
rolls.
need to get rid of it before things break.
You feel like that's the thing? Feel like you don't want to wait for things to break?
Right.
I've done enough work on a Phantom to know I want nothing to do with it.
Well, it is admittedly a newer car.
The Phantom is newer, yeah. The Silver Shadow's an older car. But still incredibly complicated.
Yeah.
Six calipers, 16 pistons for brakes, one of which you're actually working on. Oh, let me pan down. So what we've got to do is, so you can see what the next thing we're doing. He is removing this right here, which is the oil pan. This one is smashed, and we don't want to use it. So we're taking the oil pan, this one here, we're going to take this oil pan and this oil pan and switch them. And the nuts are a special size. I believe that too. Totally believe that Furls would have used special fasteners. I believe that.
I've gotten away with metric so far.
Yeah.
This is not half inch.
Do you need a half inch?
Smaller.
Smaller than half. Yeah, I totally get that. It's already 3:30. Well, like I said, we gave ourselves we said 2 days. We gave ourselves the out of 3 days, and we're probably going to take it.
Oh, this is it.
All right. So.
Oh, you know what would be a good idea?
What's that? Oh, hang on a minute. Whoops. Hang on. Move it.
What are you doing?
Uber Spalarin, thank you very much. Uber Spalarin? Yeah, Uber Spalarin, thank you very much for the follow. Hold on a minute. Welcome to the Flat Jacketeers. Thank you very much for that follow. First time here, cool stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Uber Spalarin. We're working on, we just pulled this engine out of the car, and we're going to reinstall that one. This is a new engine, or not a new engine, but a better engine that we're going to put in. We're going to put it in the car. Hello, greetings from Germany. Dertrixa, thank you very much for that follow. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Welcome to the Flat Jacketeers, and thank you very, very much. Greetings from Germany. That is so good. I'm a dork. Yes, I am. Totally.
What? Because your intro every time?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't care, though. I'm happy. I'm glad that people are enjoying this. All right. So you're working on getting the. Oh, we have a stuck nut.
It's definite. I can knock it out. It's leading edge. It's not a big deal.
North CPT is from Norway. Yinnerman, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for that follow, and welcome to the Flat Jacketeers. Thank you very, very much. Very alive, very alive. Thank you very much for that follow, and welcome to the Flat Jacketeers. Thank you very much. North CPT is from Norway. That is awesome. That is so cool. Fink Dixel says, can't wait to see the MG on the road again. Lots of good memories with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's no secret now. Fink Dixel and Dr. Watson are brothers. Jorik! Thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much.
Oh, Fink could just come over here.
Yeah. Fink Dixel is welcome to come over. He knows where Dr. Watson lives. John FHD. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Flapjacketeers. I think they're doing this on purpose now. Yeah, Fink Dixel knows where Dr. Watson lives. He's welcome to come over. But yeah, him and Dr. Watson are brothers. So yeah, they both grew up around this car. Kenny, song request. I'm a global phenomenon. IP Freely, I would kill him if he's in my shop with a half-inch drive impact in my oil pan. Well, we're just removing it, not putting it back on with that impact wrench. It's seized on there, I'm guessing.
Nah, there's so much gunk there.
Oh, Fink Dixel says you'll stop out in a bit.
Okay.
That's cool. You guys will get to see Fink Dixel. Follow Train Hype. Yeah, alright. Yeah, he's not using the half-inch impact to drive it on, he's using to break him free.
Because it's time.
Yeah. We will drive them on by hand, never you fear. We know better than to do that. Oh! Luigi Nav, thank you very much for that follow. Thank you for that follow, and welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much. A follow fleet. They will break on removal too. Well, that might be true, but you're getting them out okay right now, right?
I'm not worried about it.
You got... Yeah.
This is just an electric impact.
Yeah.
It's only good for about 80 foot-pounds.
Yeah, it's only about an 80 foot-pound wrench. It's not exactly powerful. I should have gotten you that Eastwood one when I had the chance.
What?
I should have gotten you that $100 Eastwood wrench when I had the chance.
Oh, we got a pneumatic one up there.
Yeah, but not a really small one like the one that they were having.
Oh.
If we break him, we'll be a little more careful. But from here, I can see that he's managed to get them all out without an issue. So we don't exactly have time on our side either. So he's being careful. Besides, I trust him to be careful with his own car. So the good news is that the mechanic can report to himself for his own error.
I'm not really in there tight. I'm just doing it to the
It's more for people watching who may think you can take everything off with a half-inch impact. No, it's very true. Some things you just don't do that. Some things you need to be careful because you will totally break them. It's all about. Hold on. T Jackman Too Spooky. Thank you very much for that follow. Thank you for that follow, and welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much. BRB, I have to reset my modem and router. Okay, bye, Mr. Me. Hurry back. IP Freely, you're right. You're totally right. There's things that you have to be very gentle with because you don't want to shear them. This is a corner we think we can cut. Oddly enough, this is also very roadkill, isn't it?
What?
Them doing things you're like, you don't do this, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yep.
Oh wow. Friendly, that was so, I can't even say it. Friendly Frank the Fan? Is that who it was? Hang on a minute. I've got to check chat because I can't see it. It was too long for the stream. Friendly Frank the Farmer. Friendly Frank the Farmer, thank you very much for that follow. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Flapjacketeers. Thank you very much. Newer cars are made brittle and cheap. I have broken more than my fair share with a quarter-inch drive. I can see that. I can see parts being made better back then. I totally get that. You alright?
Yep. Got two more.
They had an odd angle.
Yeah.
Did you already pull all the ones out of this one? Oh, no, you haven't. Okay. 75 followers! That's amazing! That's so amazing, guys! That's so awesome. Guys, you're amazing. This is all for you. This is all for your enjoyment. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very much for your support. It's amazing.
The leading edge on the pan is bent in some places, so I had to bend it back.
Yeah, okay. Did you see what I mean about this one being kind of a little bit dented into? Just ever so slightly on the back corner. Right.
I don't see it from here.
Right here.
Oh, it's
No, nothing. It's very minor. Nothing at all like the other one. Hang on a minute. Svetvar, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Slapchecketeers. Thank you very much. Where are you from, Svetar? I want to know. Welcome back, DLC. When you have steel bolts going to aluminum blocks, bad thing happened to threads, lol. Yep. Welcome back, DLC. Can you explain what you are working on? Uber Spalarin. Yes, I can. Let me quickly get to the chat. They are doing a remove and install of an engine. It is an MG. That is correct, Uber Spalarin. What we are working on is we have a 1970 MGB GT right here. We just pulled this engine out. This one is going in. That is what we are working on. Hi there, warriors. Thanks, bro. Sweden! Spitfire is from Sweden. Currently, they're moving an oil pan from the new engine and swapping it with oil pan from the engine they just pulled. Absolutely correct, yep. That one is smashed in, probably a product of whoever had it last, so we're going to put a better one on, which is the one off the old engine. It's going to be a fight that can be only won. How long will it take? Very alive. We are allocating ourselves a whole additional day to this deal. So we started yesterday. You can check it out if you want to watch it. If you really want to watch it, it's 4 hours long. You can check out the past broadcast from yesterday where we stripped this engine. This car was complete and running yesterday, in as much as the engine was unhealthy. But this car was complete and running yesterday. We completely pulled everything off of it. And we got that engine ready for removal as of this morning. We removed the engine first thing today. We're working on getting this one ready to reinstall. We expect this to take the majority of our time. We expect it to be a bit of a pain. We've got more stuff to install this engine too before it goes in. We've got to put the flywheel on, the clutch, and the pressure plate. We've got some minor things to install on it before we can hoist it back into the car here. And we expect installation to go... What's the strongest word I can use? Poorly? Very difficult? An arduous task is the way that Dr. Watson would describe it. We expect it to take a while. We are giving ourselves an additional day of this, so we will probably be streaming more tomorrow to finish this up. Now, there is a... Hang on a minute, let me keep up with chat. Where's Hex? He should be here saying fight, fight, fight. Dirtrixa, where are I from? Where are we from? We live in Northeast Ohio, Akron area. We work in Cleveland, but we live in Northeast Ohio, the Akron area. Svetvar, I'm from Gothenburg. It is in the west. Lilo lives near there. That's really cool. So so if we can get this running, we are definitely, our end goal is to absolutely make this running. Unfortunately, we are missing an exhaust component right now because it sheared yesterday. When we went to remove it, it completely broke in two. The friend who has loaned us this hoist has been very generous and has taken it today and is working on re-welding it for reinstallation. Any car giveaways soon? I don't have any cars that I can give away. Unfortunately, I use them all currently.
Could have given away my Beetle.
We could have given away the Beetle. It wouldn't have been much of a giveaway. Unfortunately, it's gone. Please stick to English in here. That'd be great. Yes, please. The Swedish are conversing in Swedish. I just want them to try and stick to English. if they could, please. That's just so that people can understand what's going on. So we are definitely going to make this run. That is our end goal. Our stretch goal, if we receive the exhaust back in time, because we're not going to pressure the gentleman who is kindly doing it for free to return it in time. We're not going to pressure him to do that. But if he manages to get it done in his own time and returns it before tomorrow or on tomorrow, then we will be driving this on stream. Thank you, Norv. This Beetle engine doesn't exactly have high compression. Well, the fact that I can spin it over by hand so easily. So Dr. Watson is in the back. He's currently working on Woman.
Somebody put a metric bolt in here. I think.
Any car. Yeah, it's all right, everyone. Just, this is a stream. This is just a stream to show you what we're doing here. And Jonap HD. I really don't. Oh, you want to know what you could donate to? Team Shenanigans is having a Kickstarter right now. If you want to donate to anything, go donate to that. Norm, if you could paste for me the link to the Kickstarter. So, Team Dysfunctional Shenanigans is raising awareness for a new video game, which is an educational video game that was sponsored by NASA. It's called Moonbase Alpha. The sequel is Moonbase Alpha 2. And we encourage people to take a look at that. It's free. It is a free game to play. It's educational, and the sequel is trying to be developed. They're trying to raise money for it. And we try to raise awareness for it. And they're sorely behind on money. We don't know if development is going to proceed at this point based on how much money they're getting, but if you want to donate, I urge you, please don't donate to me. I work a good job. I make good money. I don't need your donation, but the people over at Moonbase Alpha sure could. They need the money so that they can make the game. If you want to make a small donation, please go over there, check out that link, and go donate to them. That would be great.
I'm trying to ID this bolt size. Someone put a weird one in here.
What is this bolt? Oh, it's just a spacer?
Alternator.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had something 6-point.
What do you, a 6-point ratchet?
Yeah.
I have one. What size do you need?
7/16.
7/16, 6-point?
Thank you.
There you go.